Good morning and welcome to Morehead State University's Caudill College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences Fall 2020 Commencement Ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of Morehead State University, Dr. J. Morgan.
Welcome to the graduates of Morehead State University. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and members of our university community, I'm pleased to welcome you to this virtual academic commencement ceremony. Morehead State University has been educating students in this very spot for over 130 years and has proven itself to be one of the best and most affordable universities in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Our students come from within the service region, nationally and abroad, and their success is our most important endeavor. As a symbol of MSU's longtime excellence in providing graduates to the state of Kentucky and beyond, we are pleased to have the opportunity to confer degrees on our next graduating class of Eagles. It is important to note that we have nearly 10,000 students at MSU this fall. Additionally, MSU was recently ranked number 17 in U.S. News & World Report Top Public Regional Universities in the South, our highest ranking ever. Many of our graduates come to us as first-generation college students. The impact that a regional public university like Morehead State has on our region and on Kentucky is tremendous. If you are the first member of your family to graduate from college, we congratulate you and those in your support network who have helped you along the way. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Greg Russell, our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Provost Russell works very closely with our university faculty to provide the academic excellence that MSU is known for. Dr. Russell.
Thank you, President Morgan. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce my colleagues who are responsible for the effective administration of the university. They are Dr. Jonathan Nelson, Dean of the Elmer R. Smith College of Business and Technology, Dr. Scott Davison, Dean of the Caudill College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, Dr. Tony Norman, Dean of the Ernst and Sarah Lane Volgeneau College of Education, Dr. Wayne Miller, Dean of the College of Science, and Dr. Lori Couch, Associate Provost for Undergraduate Education and Student Success. Thank you for your excellent leadership at our institution. An institution of higher education is only as good as its faculty. We are fortunate to have outstanding faculty at Morehead State University, and I want to recognize those faculty who are joining us virtually for their hard work and dedication to student success. The student commencement speaker is selected by the leadership team of the colleges. With that selection based on the students' outstanding academic achievements and noteworthy accomplishments at Morehead State University. Dr. Wayne Miller, Dean of the College of Science, will introduce today's speaker.
On behalf of the faculty and staff in the College of Science, it is my privilege to introduce to you Mr. Josiah Michael Hudson, today's speaker. Josiah Michael Hudson of South Shore, Kentucky, was selected as the commencement speaker representing the College of Science. He is the son of Jan and Greg Hudson. He graduated with a 3.9 cumulative GPA and earned his Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Sciences. Hudson was a recipient of the David Watts Scholarship, the Kentucky Scholar Award, the Alumni Scholarship, and the Kentucky Educational Excellence Scholarship. He also participated in the Northeast Kentucky Area Health Education Center's STEPS program during the 2019-20 academic year. Hudson has been involved with MSU's CRU, Campus Crusade for Christ International, since his freshman year. He joined the leadership his sophomore year and currently serves as MSU CRU's president. Hudson has been accepted to the University of Louisville School of Medicine with plans to become a pediatrician or med-peds doctor. He eventually wants to return home to South Shore to practice medicine in his father's pediatric office, Christ Care Pediatrics.
Good morning. My name is Josiah Hudson, and as cliche as it sounds, it really is an honor and a privilege to be able to speak to you all today. First of all, I want to start out by saying that today is a day worth celebrating, and that you all should be proud of what you've accomplished in order to reach this moment. Now, I know today likely looks different than what you first envisioned when you imagined your graduation day. You likely imagined that you'd be sitting in Johnson Arena, surrounded by friends, and that you'd be able to look up in the stands and see your family waving at you and offering you their support, and maybe even hearing them yell embarrassingly loud when your name was called. And unfortunately, and as you all well know, that's just the way life's been over the past several months. It just hasn't been what we initially planned or expected it to be. However, even when things go back to quote-unquote normal, life will still have its fair share of inconveniences and things we just didn't expect. So I think the question we have to ask is, how are we going to deal with the inconveniences that life will inevitably throw at us? One of the best answers I've heard to this question was given by the British author C.S. Lewis when he said, "The great thing, if one can, is to stop regarding all the unpleasant things as interruptions to one's own or real life. The truth is, of course, that what one calls the interruptions are precisely one's real life, the life God is sending one day by day." During my time here at Morehead, I have found this to be true even in the seemingly small things. Like when I was super stressed, trying to stay on top of studying and doing homework, and one of my buddies would text me and ask if I could help him with one of our homework assignments. And I would selfishly think, dude, I just don't have time. I'm barely staying afloat myself. But even though the temptation to give in that thought was very real, I am so glad that I didn't, and that I instead chose to invest in someone who was stressed out just like I was, and especially after considering all the times he took the time to invest in me when I needed the help. On the other hand, there were many days when I simply just wanted to get through my class schedule so I could finally relax, get something good to eat, and watch The Office. Now, I'm not saying that enjoying those things is wrong. In fact, I think it's really important to be able to take a break and rest. But it is wrong for me to basically see almost my entire day as just a long interruption to when I can finally rest and enjoy myself. And unfortunately, I don't think this is a temptation that goes away once you graduate from college. And this is why I believe it is important for us to continually remind ourselves why we chose to pursue our degrees in the first place, and why we are choosing to pursue the careers we are pursuing. Because I don't think most of us chose to pursue careers or get degrees just to make money or to make ourselves happy. Instead, I think most of us chose to pursue degrees in order to better love and serve those around us through our chosen careers. But if we forget this, we may tragically find ourselves achieving quote-unquote successful careers while neglecting the very thing that would have made having those careers so significant in the first place. In fact, this is one of the great truths that Charles Dickens points out in his classic A Christmas Carol, when the ghost of Jacob Marley visits Scrooge. Now, during this encounter, Marley bemoans the fact that he has wasted his life and missed out on his opportunity to love and serve those around him. And Scrooge tries to reassure him, telling him, but you're always a good man of business, Jacob. But Marley simply won't have it, and kind of flies off the handle at him, saying, "Business! Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, forbearance, benevolence were all my business. The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business." In other words, there is so much more to life than merely having a successful career, namely our relationships with one another. That is why it is so important that we prioritize spending time with those we love in our day-to-day lives, whether that's through going to your niece or nephew's basketball game, going out to eat with friends, or just spending time with your family at home. Along those same lines, I would also urge you that there is so much more to your career than merely the technical aspects of your job, because your career gives you the opportunity to make a difference in people's lives. So if you're a teacher and you notice that one of your students is really struggling, but you take the extra time to come alongside them, to invest in them, and to let them know that they matter, that makes a difference. Or if you're a chemist and you regularly put in the work necessary in the lab every day, diligently doing experiments, recording observations, so that you can help provide a quality product that helps better people's lives, that makes a difference. But whatever your chosen career, know that taking the extra time to notice those around you and to do your job well in service of others matters deeply. Now, can taking this extra time be an inconvenience? Yeah, it can be. And in fact, I often fail because of this, and it's why I need God's grace every day. But is it worth it? Absolutely. In conclusion, then, life is full of inconveniences, and we are often tempted to think that these inconveniences are simply things that get in the way of us living our lives. However, as Lewis points out, dealing with these inconveniences is actually a key feature of us living our lives. Furthermore, the fact is, we all bring inconveniences and interruptions into each other's lives all the time. And if we were to simply do away with all these interruptions, we would also have to do away with all the relationships that make life so meaningful. So while life's inconveniences are, well, inconvenient, they also give us the opportunity to fulfill one of the chief purposes of our lives, namely, to love and serve those around us. Thank you so much for your time, and God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you, Josiah, for those remarks. Whether in the world of science or elsewhere in other professions, it is important that all of us take to heart what we have heard today from one of our newest alums. Josiah, we wish you much success in your chosen career.
Formal recognition is given to four-year graduates who have achieved academic excellence. Baccalaureate degree recipients who have completed at least 43 semester hours at Morehead State University and have earned an overall grade point average of 3.50 to 3.69 graduate cum laude, 3.7 to 3.89 graduate magna cum laude, and 3.9 to 4.0 graduate summa cum laude. Associate degree recipients who have completed a minimum of 32 semester hours at Morehead State University and have earned an overall grade point average of 3.6 or better graduate with distinction. These individuals are wearing gold cords today. Congratulations to our honor graduates. Now we will continue with the awarding of degrees. Will all candidates for education specialists and master's degrees please stand and be recognized? Please remain standing.
Will all candidates for bachelor and associate degrees in the Caudill College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences please stand and be recognized? Please remain standing. We are all going to remember 2020 for a lot of different reasons. But for you graduates, I hope you remember the extra hard work and dedication and sacrifice that was required for you to finish your degree this year. I really wish we were having a ceremony in person and I could shake your hand. I know many of these students from my own classes from the past few years. You really do deserve our sincere congratulations. I hope you will remember that, class of 2020.
By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the Board of Regents of Morehead State University, I confer upon you the degree for which you qualify, with all rights and privileges thereof.
Before commissioning our ROTC candidates, I want to recognize our graduates who are veterans. We are all grateful for what you have done for us and our nation. Thank you for your service. We will now proudly recognize our graduates who are entering the profession of military service, commissioning as officers into the United States Army through the Morehead State University ROTC. Major Jonathan Gensley, Chair of the Department of Military Science, will now administer the oath of office to the second lieutenants.
President Morgan, Colonel Clemmer, Dr. Russell, Dr. Davison, Colonel Shaw, Colonel Ammons, distinguished guests, family, and friends. Welcome to Morehead State University's 90th commissioning ceremony. I'm honored this morning to present to you two leaders that have completed academic and ROTC requirements and are prepared to join the ranks of the now 745 officers who commissioned through the Morehead State University ROTC Eagle Battalion. The reality is, we do not know what each of these young leaders will experience, endure, or lead others through, but we do know these leaders are trained, ready, and capable of representing us at the state, national, and international levels. Each individual's accomplishments of being commissioned into the Army is not something our small cadre team can do independently, and so I would like to personally say thank you and extend my gratitude to everyone who made their achievements possible. Achieving this takes input from family members, friends, professors, university leaders, and ROTC cadre and staff. It is contributions of all these positive influencers and the university setting that establishes the foundations for well-rounded officers to begin their careers. Second Lieutenant Ritalik will serve in the Army active duty, and Second Lieutenant Skinner will continue to serve in the Kentucky Army National Guard. The commissioning ceremony is a long-standing tradition. It formally transitions young men and women from a cadet to a lieutenant. We will now administer the oath of office to the Army's newest second lieutenants. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Luke Skinner.
I, Ben Ritalik.
Having been appointed an officer
Having been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States
in the rank of second lieutenant,
in the rank of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties of the office
discharge the duties of the office
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the President of the United States, I hereby commission you second lieutenants in the United States Army.
With your degree now conferred, you may move your tassel from the right side to the left side. Congratulations. You are now a member of MSU's alumni family, joining thousands of former students who studied at this institution. As a new alumnus, each of you is given a one-year membership in the Alumni Association. I hope you will choose to be an active member of the association and will share your pride in MSU with others.
At this time, would you all please stand as Aubriana Walker and Emily Bowden lead us in the singing of our university alma mater.
Far above the rolling campus, resting in the dale, stands the dear old alma mater we will always hail. Shout in chorus, raise your voices, blue and gold, praise you, winning through to fame and glory, dear old MSU.
As we close out this virtual commencement ceremony, we would like to say thank you to each of you as Eagles for what you have done over your time at Morehead State University. Both spring and fall of 2020 brought challenges to our university because of COVID-19, but each of you rose to the occasion and we all pushed through it. Thank you for your resilience, your patience, and the optimism that you exhibited. Working together as one team, we were all successful. We wish each of you the best of luck as you move into the next chapter and your career, and we hope that you will remain Eagle Strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 graduates of Morehead State University.
And now candidates for the Caudill College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. We'll begin with the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts. Shauna K. Boyd. Tariva Shea Mims, Matthew Porter, Sophie Erin Pruitt, Kimberly Ann Redman, Brianna Janine Robinson, Scott William Patrick Taylor, Jamie Wagaman. And now candidates for the degree of Master of Public Administration. Sarah Ann Fink, Rebecca E. Heidi, Jenna Ashley Nichols, Sarah Caitlin Woodall. And now candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Hannah Rose Adams, Jordan D. M. Adams, Dalton Wayne Alexander, Madison Renee Anderson, William Hunter Bargo, Kirsten May Baum, Cassandra K. Brooks, Michaela Page Brown, Lex Riley Burkhead, Alexandra Anna Marie Bush, Rachel Ann Carney, Thomas Allen Cheney, Epiphany Simone Clarkson, Emily Brooke Crabtree, Randall Kraft, Aaron Ashley Daniel, Celine Florentina Dorsey, Jonathan Andrew Elliott, Lauren Abigail Fearon, Annie Nicole Fountain, Sarah Elizabeth Franklin, Tyler Oldham Frith, Logan Scott Goodnight, Keaton David Hackney, Carrie Morgan Hall, Tanner Ray Hall, Sarah Margaret Holland, Cody Michael Johnson, Olivia Lauren Johnson, Michael Wayne Jones, Camille Dorothy Cash, Kathleen Ann Kielbasa, Evan Michael Knipp, Sahara Brooke LaForce, Andrew Forrest Mast, Corey Campbell Mattingly, Alexander Sean Mercurio, Dominique Nishay Mitchell, Maria Elenis Montez, Samantha Page Morgan, Julia Page Natishin, Ursula Grace Pate, Sophia Louise Quisenberry, Benjamin Donald Ritalik, Lacey Cheyenne Roop, Luke T. Skinner, Madison Sunley, Madeline Grace Tipton, Ricardo Amir Washington, Lee A. Weinberger. And now candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Music Education. Stacy Lee Boyd. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Labriska Adams. Paige Michael Adams III. Rachel Nicole Back. Carly Ty Barnett. Haley Madison Bear. Ashley Marie Coffey. Kelsey Leanne Cook. Kashina Jasmaya Davis. Autumn Dozier. Erica Danielle Forbes. Megan Elizabeth Himes. Andrea Lee Kaichi, Bridget Ann Kazi, Kelly Jean Nip, Jessica Rose Lager, Michaela May Lucido, Jamie P. Martinez, Kayla Michelle Mullins, Savannah Alexandria Reed Napier, Jacob Wayne Sandlin, Tamara Charlene Sparks, Misty Triplett, Mary Joellen White. And now candidates for the degree of Bachelor of University Studies. Angela D. Adkins, Jalinda Lee Belcher, Melissa Nicole Centers, Stephen Ray Clary Jr., Tara Danielle Clary, Eugene Combs, Johnny Brooke Cooper, Roxanne Cornett, Leslie Kreis, James L. Dalton, Janet N. Delgado, Chandler Dixon, Kayla Ray Dillon, Sherry Ann Everhart, Logan Michael Lee Fox, Sarissa Hale, Michael Stephen Hannock, Hannah Nicole Hanshaw, Brandon Jeffrey Hatfield, Kiana Renee Howard, Vanessa Sue Howard, Clay Matthew Jamerson, Jacob Ryder Johnson, Angela L. Kinney, Tina Elizabeth Nip, Leslie Renee Lambert, Christopher David Lane, Brandon Christopher Leslie, Jenny L. Lester, Robert C. Meadows, Kaylee Dawn Miller, Jacob Thomas Morey, Becky Ann Nipper, Anthony Scott Pack, Melissa Suzanne Pickren, Brooke A. Ratliff, Nicholas James Ritchie II, Suzanne Russell, Erica Raven Scott, Trevor St. John, Dustin Mitchell Stevens, Charlie Tamika Sparks, Brett Michael Wampler, Patricia Ann West, Teresa Whitaker, Katrina G. Willis. And now the candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts. Patrick Mitchell Scott Ashley, Marita Jo Caudill, Tony Lynn Columba, Madeline Elise English, Rebecca C. Holbrook, Frances Chanel Leonard, Shannon M. Miner, Austin B. Sawaya, Ronnie D. Sloan, Jennifer Renee Huberry,